Hello, welcome back to my channel. Um, Before I get into today's discussion on a product, um, I want to have a little chat for just a moment. Um, it boggles my mind that Trump keeps doing the same stupid shit over and over and over again, and everybody's still surprised by it. You saw what he did his first go round. You saw how many people he murdered by by taking absolutely no action when COVID hit. And yes, he murdered those people. He contributed to their deaths by ignoring the problem, hoping it would go away, and it didn't. So he is responsible for their deaths. Their own stupidity as well is responsible for their deaths, but he is the main contributor to their demises. I will say that until the day I die. I believe that, period. His inaction is what killed him. His denial of the truth is what killed them. So, yeah, we experienced a taste of the rampant stupidity that is Trump, his first go round. So, I'm confused as to why political pundits and political activists with their little YouTube channels keep being shocked by what he continues to do. It's just a carryover from the last time he was in office. He said what he was going to do during his speeches. Everybody knew, well, every thinking, reasoning human being who listened to him knew what he was going to do when he was in office. He laid his plans out point by point, and he is doing everything he can to succeed in those plans point by point. And people are still surprised. People are still shocked and stunned and amazed and oh my God, oh my. The time for being surprised by what he's doing is over. You should expect it. You should anticipate it. You should know it's coming and work to get ahead of it before he can do anything. But no, everybody sits back and waits until he does it and then screams. Fucking hell. Where in the world did the intelligence in this country go? Where in the world did the honor and integrity and pride for this country go? Fucking religious nuts. You conservative Christian idiots. This is why religion is wrong. This is why religion is bad. Because of what's going on in this country right now. Because of you religious idiots. Rant over. I just had to get that off my chest. I was watching Rachel Maddow last night, and she was just stunned and amazed about the Epstein papers and how everybody, before they found out what was in them, everybody was chomping at the bit. Everybody in Trump's cabinet was chomping at the bit to release these so that they could prove he was not involved with any of this stuff. But now that they know he's involved with this stuff, they're like, no, 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 no. There's nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing. No, no, no big deal. There's nothing. There's nothing. It's what they do. It's what they do. And the fact that she was rather surprised by it, upset by it, it's business as fucking usual. Nothing's changed. He is still doing the same thing. His little puppets are still doing the same thing. Nothing's changed. Why continue to be surprised by it? Start anticipating it and getting ahead of it. The information that they have in the government about Epstein is not the only place you can find it. I know that there are people out there who will be able to break down, break through some of those technology walls and find it. You can find it. The videos are there. The videos are there. You can find it. And you can point out and expose all the other congressmen in government, the House Representatives and the Senate, all the pedophiles in those two sections of government. You find them and expose them. There are some talented people out there. Use that talent for good, for a change, instead of, trolling this company or trolling that company. Fight for what's right for once, instead of what's easy or what's fun. Okay, now, about 2012, I got my first tablet. In case you didn't know, I'm doing this on my Samsung Galaxy S8. About 2012, because Kenny and I were living paycheck to paycheck and Christmas was coming, I told him that he didn't have to get me a laptop, because I had laptops and laptops and laptops. Then I had a desktop, but he didn't have to get me a computer. He could have I asked him to get me a little Galaxy tablet. It came with a stand that I could charge, and it came with a little keyboard. I was just starting out more fully in fan fiction at that time. He liked browsing the internet looking for all kinds of different things. And so I let him have my computer and I would use my tablet. I loved that thing. This is 2012. 13 years ago. And that tablet came with me through everything, up until Christmas of last year, which is 2024. I lived with it. It was finally, after 2012, after 12 years, it was finally starting to act up. I'd never had it serviced. I'd never had it repaired, the screen was in almost perfect condition. It had some scratches, but that comes from 12 years of wear and tear. What do you expect? But it was still powering through. It was starting to show its age, some hiccups, and it couldn't be upgraded or updated anymore because the software in it was too old. But it was still mine. And I groused more than once to my kids about the tablets, acting up every now and then, not doing what's supposed, not charging right. The battery was getting to a point where it was starting to. So, so for Christmas last year, they bought me a brand new tablet, the Galaxy S8. I was able to pull the memory card from the SD card from the old one, pop it into this new one, and it had everything that I had on the old one transferred to this one. No problem. Including the last picture I had of my husband just a few weeks before he passed from cancer. when he was still able to get up and around. Um, so yeah, uh, it's portable. It's very thin, fairly light, um, and it charges fairly quickly. I'm very, very happy with it. I have never had a problem with any Samsung product that I've ever had. Uh, uh, I've had Mac computers. Let's not even go there. I have HP. I have an HP uh, monitor and a Lenovo tower, um, because these can be cobbled together no problem. They talk to each other like they're supposed to. You can't do that with an Apple. No Apple product is able to be interchangeable with other competing computer components. My daughter was able to increase the memory for my tower by, she told me that I could put, I think, two memory cards. I could put two memory cards. It only came with the one, but I could put two memory cards in there. So I bought the two memory cards and she plugged them in for me, and the thing works faster than ever. And I'm very proud of my kids. Fuck of a lot smarter than I've ever been. But yeah, on Amazon you can get a rebuilt one for about $375 with tax. But I think that they may have actually gone through the Samsung website to pick this up, because they picked up a really gigantic one for their kid, which I'm very glad they didn't for me, because oh my god, I didn't want to spend the money on this. I would have eventually gotten a new tablet, no big deal, but they're my kids, and I've gotten spoiled so little in my life. Every now and then it's nice. It's nice to be spoiled just a little bit. Just a little bit. So yeah, what can I say about it? I use DuckDuckGo as opposed to Google or Chrome or any of the other 5,000 different search engines, because DuckDuckGo doesn't have any ads. And I happen to like their AI, their little Duck AI app. It's like talking to a friend. Sad but true. It's like talking to a friend. But yeah, I have the tablet lasts a long time before I need to plug it in, which is really, really great. It, as you can see, it's wonderful clear picture. It records really, really well. The other day, there are some issues, but then every computer has issues. The other day, I was trying to upload my latest video, and it was almost as if someone else had control of my tablet, because it was doing all kinds of weird things and bouncing through all different kinds of weird things. So what I did was I went into the settings, and I set, because I didn't have it on and I should have, I set the safety on for this, and that issue seems to have stopped. Every now and then when I'm reading my favorite fan fictions, the screen will automatically scroll up for some unknown reason, almost as if someone flicked it with their finger, and I didn't. It's slightly irritating, but I don't know, bugs, little, miscommunication in the settings or some such nonsense. I don't know what's going on. I talked to my daughter about it. She, unless she actually witnesses it herself, there's not much she can do. She went through everything to check everything and make sure. But yeah, when it started looking like somebody else was controlling it from somewhere else, I decided to, you know, do a little bit of checking on my own to see if I could figure out. And I haven't had an issue yet, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, highly recommend because it is very light. It is compact. It's not I don't have to plug it into anything for quite a long while before it needs to be charged, which means I could take it to my doctor's office, my doctor's appointments, or if I'm taking the kids somewhere and waiting for a while, I can take it with me and just read. No big deal. That was another thing that I was having a problem with my old tablet, is because the battery wasn't as strong as it used to be. It didn't take very long at all for the battery power to be so emptied that the tablet would just shut off. So yeah, I'm very grateful. Samsung, great product. I haven't had an issue with any. Well, I'll amend that. I'm having an issue with my Samsung phone, but that's probably because it was refurbished when I bought it. So I'm sure the shelf life of remanufactured products is quite a bit shorter. But the phone I've had for about, oh golly, 5 years, 6 years, I want to say, and it's only now starting to have issues. Great products, great products. I highly recommend. Okay, that will do it for today. Update. The little kitten that we took in, oh my god, she's so adorable, so fucking cute. She's a little shit, is what she is. She gallops through the house. She sounds like a tiny horse because she's galloping through the house, just everywhere. She's in everybody's business. She is just the cutest little thing. We figure she's probably about maybe 7-8 weeks, give or take. Not completely weaned from mom, but we think mom, something happened to her, and she's just no longer in the picture. Her two sibs can't get close enough to, but we're feeding them. We're making sure that they've got food, and they shelter in our shed. So we're trying to keep them safe as well. Margie hopes eventually to be able to get close enough to them to try to socialize them. And as long as she keeps feeding them, as long as it's just her scent that they get, so that she's what they feel most comfortable with, she shouldn't have a problem being able to catch them eventually. And we might just bring them in. I don't know. She might just bring them in, and the three siblings can grow up together in relative happiness. They're not going to be outside cats. I'm sure you all have seen the rant, so I don't have to reiterate. But yeah, she's a welcome addition to the family. Claus have got to go though. She comes flying in, takes a flying leap at my legs, at my pants, and those claws scrape down my legs. Yes, ouch, ouch, ouch. Claws have got to go. But Yeah, she's a trip and a half. And I'm very glad we were able to snatch her off the streets, as it were. So you guys have a great day. Hopefully it's not storming where you live, but probably is. The weather's been really weird for the last however long. So I shall see you next time.